Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, September 27th, and it's about 10 o'clock a.m. I am here at Grand Canyon National Park, specifically at the North Rim section of the Grand Canyon. Just got here at the visitor center parking area right here, and today we're going to be spending the day here doing some different hiking trails, checking out the scenery, and I'm excited for this. The Grand Canyon North Rim supposedly is the I guess not as crowded section of the Grand Canyon. The South Rim is where most people go, so I'm hoping that there won't be, as many crowds here. So we'll see, but it's already looking spectacular just from the little amount of the park that I've seen so far, just driving into the visitor center. Weather's pretty nice. It's about like 65 degrees. I'm sure it's going to warm up some more, but let's go ahead and find some trails to go hiking on and check out some scenery. Let's go. Alright guys, so decided that the first trail that I'm going to go check out is called the North Kaibab Trail. I think if I'm saying that correctly. That trail is the only trail, I believe, in the park that descends down into the canyon. So I'm going to take that. It's a pretty long trail, so I'm not going to be able to do the whole thing. If you wanted to do the whole thing, I think you have to actually do an overnight trip and camp out into the canyon. So I'm probably going to just do a few miles out and back. I think it's one of the most popular trails in the park, so actually as I was driving into the park, the parking areas at the trailhead were pretty full, so I just parked at the visitor center and I'm going to walk to the trailhead, so I'm not really there just yet. Hopefully it's not too far of a walk, but I guess we'll find out. And these views are amazing already, guys. I mean, look at that. It's kind of hard to see with the tree line there, but I'm sure we'll get some good viewpoints along the way, so let's do it. Okay guys, so still making my way along the this other trail here that's leading up to the North Kaibab Trail, and of course I had to find myself a little makeshift trekking pole to help me out along the way, make the hike a little easier. So this is like a perfect one. Look at this, it's like perfect size, perfect cut, didn't even have to do anything to it. There you go, ready to roll. Alright guys, so here's the trailhead. I kind of underestimated the distance from the visitor center parking lot to the trailhead. I already did about 2 miles just to walk here. But yeah, let's go ahead and take the trail, the North Kaibab Trail. Hello. Hi. And they use mules on this trail. See the sign here for the people who are overnight hiking. Little trail maintenance. Yeah. There you go. Thanks, guys. All right. A little trail maintenance going on here. All right, guys. So yeah, as I was saying, they use mules on this trail to pack in the gear that people use and the food when they do overnight backcountry camping down in the canyon. I think you need a permit to do that, and you can hire the mules to bring in to carry your food, and you don't have to carry so much weight. Look, some fresh mule poop right there. Maybe we'll see some mules on the way. That'd be pretty cool. See some more like hay or something. Got some landmines here to watch out for. Check out the views, guys. Alright, just getting started. And only a few people I saw at the trailhead, although there's a lot of cars. Liking what I'm seeing so far, very quiet. Haven't really passed anybody yet, although I just started. These colors are amazing though. I see the fall colors coming in. And check that out, guys. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys, so as you can see, this trail is descending down into the canyon. Not sure how well you can tell from the footage, but it's going up if you go that way, which is back towards the trailhead. And I'm going this way, which is going down. So it's actually been a really pleasant hike so far because I'm going on a descent. Now I'm sure going back up is going to be a lot harder because I'm going to be going uphill pretty much. So we'll see how that goes. But man, look at these colors, guys. It is amazing. Love these vibrant colors of the trees, the reds, the yellows, the orange, the green. This place is just like popping with colors. It's amazing. All right, check it out, guys. Coconino Overlook. Wow, look at this view. Let's go have a look. All right, guys, what a view. That was the Coconino Overlook, I believe is what it's called. And amazing little viewpoint there, not too far off from the beginning of the trail. I'd say maybe like a mile or so down from the trailhead. So making my way along, and let's see what other sights we can see on this trail. After the first section, there's not really a whole lot of shade on this trail. As you can see, pretty exposed here for a good bit of the ways. There's some small little patches of shade every now and then, but really not too much. So if you're gonna do this trail, I highly suggest to do it in the morning. Otherwise, if you do it in the middle of the day like I am, you're gonna be beat down by the sun here. And I see a lot more people coming up than going down, which means that a lot of the people who started the hike early are finishing their hike and heading back up. Meanwhile, I'm heading back down, or I'm heading down. But I think I'm going to turn around after about another mile or so, because although the views are really nice, it's pretty much the same view the whole time, because we're just basically doing like a switchback all the way down. So you're just getting the same view of the same mountainside, or the same side of the canyon the whole time. So I think I'm ready to see some other places around here, since I'm only here for the day and it's already about 12 o'clock. So make our way a little bit further down and then head back up. All right, guys, well, that's the end of my my walking stick here. As I was walking down, I hit it against the bottom of a rock and it snapped a good section of it off. So now it's not even really big enough to use, which really sucks because I was really hoping to use this on the way back up, since it's going to be a lot harder on the legs and knees. Well, maybe I'll find another one. We'll see. Alright guys, found myself another hiking stick. A little bit bigger and heavier than the other one. It's definitely more sturdy. So I think this should do the trick. Help me out on the way up. And let's see. It's a little rest stop up here. Alright guys, I think it's time to have a little rest and then we'll head back up. That's a cool little spot. Look at this. It's got like a little water spigot there. Little outhouse. Interesting. Look at this. Little restroom up there. Nice view. Alright, good spot for a rest. Find some shade somewhere. Go right here. It's a good spot. Okay guys, had my nice little break down there, and now time for the hard part, which is going back up where we came from in the middle of the day where it's really hot and not too much shade on this trail. Let's see how it goes. At least I got my walking stick. Hopefully that'll help me out a little. Quite a few people down there now. I guess that's like the official break spot for the people that are starting the trail from down at the bottom of the rim, doing the overnight hikes. Little bathroom, water spigot. So, ready to head back up. Let's go. Alright guys, so I definitely underestimated this trail and how hard it would be and difficult coming back up. Got to take a lot of breaks to catch my breath. I stopped back at that overlook, which is right down over there. Took another break there, let my body cool off and catch my breath. But man, if you plan on doing this trail, I'd probably suggest to just stop at the Coconino Overlook or whatever it's called, and then maybe come back up instead of going as far down as I did. If you plan on camping down there, then maybe you can keep going further. But honestly, I don't think it was worth it going as far down as I did and having to come all the way back up. It's a little suggestion. Unless you're trying to get a really good workout in or something. Alright, almost there guys. Alright guys, back at the trailhead. Man, I'm exhausted. Still got another 2 miles to go because I parked at the visitor center and not at the trailhead. Really starting to regret that, but I don't think I had much of a choice because there wasn't much parking around this area here. So, almost back. All right, guys. All right, guys. Finally made it back to the car after about, let's see how many miles I clocked in. About 7 miles It's about 2:15 p.m. so almost about 4.5 hours. And now the plan is going to be to just kind of drive around the park to some of the viewpoints you can just kind of pull over and check out, give my legs a break, and then it'll be probably time to head out from there. So all right guys, let's keep exploring around here. All right guys, so just got to another trail here. This is a really short trail. It's called Cape Final Trail or Cape Royal Trail, and should take me to a viewpoint. I think this might be the furthest part of the north end of the Grand Canyon that we're going to, the furthest point. Let's go check it out. Should be a nice view up at the end here. There's a parking area like not even like 0.3 miles from here, so very easy to get to. Okay. And here it is, guys. Well, this is one of the viewpoints. I guess that's the main point over there. You can see some people standing over there with the rails. Guys, let's see if we can make it to the end. I think it's right down here this way. Let's go have a quick look over here. Wow, look at that, guys. Alright guys, so there's two ways that you can go there. If you keep going straight, it'll take you to the Cape Royal Point Overlook, and then the way that I just took is the Angel's Window Overlook, which is like this big kind of like hole in the cliff. It's like a rock formation, so I think this should give us a good view of it over here. Man, this is incredible though, guys. I mean, it's just like a sheer drop off, almost like a cliff, just like all the way around. It's crazy how massive this canyon is. Let's see what the views look like over here. Man, look at that, guys. Check it out. It's a long way down. Let's go to the end over here. Man, that is just unreal. All right, here's the end point here of Angel's Window. Man, if you're afraid of heights, this might not be the best hike for you to do. This is absolutely incredible, guys. Never seen anything like it. Okay guys, wow, that was pretty amazing. Gonna head back, and I think I'm gonna take the other trail I think it goes a little bit further down, the Cape Royal Overlook, right down this way. The end is right over there. Let's go check out this view here. All right, here it is. Wow. Man, absolutely incredible, guys. The footage doesn't even do the justice, to be honest. You really just have to come out here and see it. Man, beautiful. Right, check out this little side trail, guys. I think it gives you another viewpoint here without the railings. So let's see where it goes. Oh yeah, look at this. All right, guys, check it out. Absolutely beautiful out here. Well, I wish I could stay out here for longer, but I think it's about time to hit the road to Flagstaff. Is my next stop. Tonight is where I'm staying, and then I'm gonna go check out Sedona tomorrow. So it's about 3:45. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the adventure in Grand Canyon North Rim National Park. See you in the next video.